Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's an honor as usual being out here in nature, greeting you and always bringing this message of self-realization to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your identity is your divinity, and also teaching you that it is your thoughts that is creating your reality, and that you can create your reality consciously. Therefore, I want to speak to you concerning being a deliberate creator in a digital age. Now, as you know, I've been always teaching that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, and that the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history. And the purpose of me teaching the Bible as a book of psychology is because where I am from and where I grew up, we all have been taught the Bible from a very young age, and we've been taught the Bible as literal and as secular Christianity. And I've seen how much it has kept our people in mental slavery, and I've kept them also in believing in a power outside of themselves. And so many of them walk around with very low self-esteem and inferiority complex. Therefore, I've been always sounding my trumpet to wake up people to the reality of the power of positive psychology, or positive self-image psychology, where you're supposed to see yourself as a deliberate creator, one who's conscious of being, one who's conscious of God as their imagination, one who's conscious of the name of God as I am, one who would know that you can never say I am and not referring to yourself, one who can accept the fact that whenever he reads the Bible, that he's reading his own biography, and he can say without any doubt or any fear that I am the way, the truth, and the life. Therefore, you will be able to look within yourself for the way, for the truth, and for the life, and know that God is life and life is God. For you cannot separate God from life or life from God. There are many people in my country who are so religious, they want to tell you that God gives life, and fail to realize that life itself is God. So God gives himself to this house. So there's no life outside of God, because this body is just a house made from the dust of the earth. Therefore, my brothers, my sisters, when you come to understand that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, and that the Bible is your own biography, and it is teaching you as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, then you will understand that as a creator, you must be a deliberate creator, in that you must know what you desire, and that which you desire, you must able to create that which you desire by going within yourself and seeing that thing that you so desire through the eye of God, which is the eye of imagination, where you go into visualization and seeing yourself being and doing and having that which you so desire, and believing with thanksgiving. Now, on the other side, where people believe in secular Christianity, they always going and bowing down on their knees and begging and pleading to a God outside of themselves. And the reason for that, it is that begging and pleading came from many of their ancestors who would have experienced slavery, where they went on their knees and bow to the slave master, asking him for things to be better. And they use that kind of psychology and twist it around to have them looking outwardly, calling on an image that looks like the slave master, an idol that they call Jesus. And they put the name of that idol in the Bible next to the highest state of consciousness that you will experience, which is your Christ consciousness. So whenever you call that name, you are hindering yourself from being a deliberate creator. And when you hinder yourself from being a deliberate creator, you're keeping yourself in limitation when you're supposed to be a limitless being. And you are also believing that you're a human who wants to be spiritual, when you are actually a spirit having a human experience. So secular Christianity will always keep you in mental slavery and never allow you to discover that you are a deliberate creator and you can create your reality consciously. That is why those who want to keep you in such mentality behind closed doors, they was putting together a digital system that would think and act for you, called artificial intelligence. So when you believe in secular Christianity and you're vibrating at the level of the animals in the five senses, that kind of consciousness can be placed in a machine and use that machine to control you. Because it will be more intelligent than you when you're not thinking for yourself. When you do not learn to be a deliberate creator. Now, if we look at the digital age right now, the age of AI, the age of 5G, you will come to realize that those who still believe in secular Christianity, they're still in the industrial age. Still chasing after the physical money and failing to realize that the true wealth is their mentality. And they still do not understand the love mentalism, that everything falls a thought, falls an idea. It has to falls be imagined. There's only one creative power, there's only one creator, and that only creative power is the power of imagining. Therefore, my brother, my sisters, when I bring this message of self-realization to you, it's for you to realize that you have to put the law of action to work by understanding that those who came up with the idea of money, it had to first be a thought. Those who came up with the idea of the cell phone, it had to first be a thought. Our phone in general, The invention of the automobile, it had to first be a thought. The aeroplane, it had to first be a thought. AI, it had to first be a thought. So that those who are exercising their mental faculties, while our people still believing in academic education, while our people still believing in secular Christianity, while many are still trapped in politics and depending on politicians to create their reality for them. Many people in America was looking forward to Obama. Many in Africa was looking forward to Nelson Mandela. But my brother, my sister, my message to you is that if you want to be a deliberate creator, you gotta look to self. There is a gold mine in you. There's a diamond field in you. And you have to discover that for yourself. No one can discover it for you. I can only point you to look inwardly, to come to realize that you can create your reality consciously. So my brother, my sisters, the greatest wealth I can bring to you is to tell you how to look inwardly, to discover your creative power and to use your creative power to achieve your every desire. There's no greater wealth anyone can bring to you by teaching you how to look to your own self for the answers of life. There's no greater news than the good news, the good spell that I'm casting right now. As you come under this enchantment of love energy, teaching you how to embrace yourself and love yourself and use your creative power to create your reality consciously. While on the other hand, there are mega churches all around the world, especially with people who look like me, where the man who was standing on the podium is cursing you. And you're coming under that enchantment of a curse. Where they're bringing doubt, condemnation, judgment, shame, and guilt on you, because they're interpreting the Bible to you as if it is secular history and make you feel ashamed of yourself, convincing you that there's a man in the sky looking down at you to punish you for all of your wrongdoing, while they pocket all your funds. They fleece the sheep and fool the sheep, leading them to a slaughter. Even now, as I speak, AI is getting ready to take many jobs from people who fail to discover that their identity is their divinity. Because 5G can only carry them so far. But when you come into 9G, which is a higher self, where you can change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, you're gonna come to a place where you realize that you are God in flesh and you are higher than any artificial intelligence. Because the intelligence in you is the real intelligence. There's no hybrid in here. For consciousness is the only reality. I'm speaking from experience. I am pure consciousness. That's my real identity. That's your real identity. So get into your God self before you be controlled in the digital age of AI and 5G. So wake up, my brothers and sisters, to your true identity and use your mind power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say to you, if you are listening to me for the very first time and you want to come into the place of being a deliberate creator, I would encourage you to make your first move by subscribing to this channel, or to like, share, or comment if you think you need to comment. Also, I want to let you know that this message I bring to you, it is the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And the elite of the world knew the secret of the single eye, and even put it on the US dollar. And there are those who are ignorant and superstitious who want to make you believe that it's an evil symbol, and try to tell you of some entity outside of yourself, being the devil or some sort of Lucifer. When Lucifer, the devil, all of that just represent your lower self, your negative self. Because an angel is a messenger, what bring message to you, and from you is your thoughts. So when you speak about the devil or Lucifer, talk about fallen angel. And even Lucifer is said to be son of the morning. And Jesus Christ is said also to be the bright and morning star. So they are actually the same, bringer of light. So don't let no one fool you and make you believe of any power or entity outside of yourself. You have the power of choice. That's why I always give you the symbol of the single eye, saying to you that when you have the experience of the true awakening, that single eye will open in you. Many say that it is the pineal gland. And when you look in the Bible, Jacob called the place Peniel, where he saw God face to face. And Jacob had a change of name from Jacob to Israel. Israel means to rule as God, and Jacob is the supplanter. And as we know, Jacob, Isaac, Moses, all these characters in the Bible, they are not persons that existed thousands of years ago. They are states of mind, states of consciousness that you would experience. And so I would have had the experience. And I'm saying to you, when you have the experience, you come to also realize it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And you'll also come to realize that without the sun, as in the S-U-N, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. So the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. And you'll also come to realize that the story of Jesus and Mary is the greatest light that have been ever fed to humanity. And that Jesus can never be the light of the world. For there can be no S-O-N that can be born in this world unless there first be the S-U-N. And also let me say this to you, that which you see without, it is within. And the sun, the moon, the stars, the cloud, everything that you see in, it exists within. And you're beholding an outer projection. And you think this world is real, but it's only an illusion. Therefore, when that eye opens in you, it is you awaken out of the dream of life. And come to understand when it says that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, is an opening of an eye. What the Bible says, and the Lord awake as out of a great sleep, as one given to wine. In Psalm 78:65. And also you come to realize what it is said in Psalms 84:11, that the Lord thy God is a sun, as in the S-U-N. And there's only one S-U-N we all know in this world. For the Lord thy God is a S-U-N and a shield. And no good thing will he withhold from you. And the Son have never withhold any good thing from you, my brothers and my sisters. And also you come to realize why Malachi 4:2 says that the Son, as in the S-U-N, of righteousness, not the S-O-N, that they give you, that's an idol, that's a lie. The Son of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. That is the light we are speaking about. That's why I'm bringing light to you. And that healing that will bring in his wing, we can look around and see that everything that the sun shines upon, it brings forth in abundance, it brings forth healing. That's why I'm encouraging you, my brothers and my sisters, as a deliberate creator, to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your creative power, your God power, to achieve your every desire. So that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.